What's up, fam? Thank you so much for joining into So Real Sports Talk TV today. And we're here with brand new breaking news. The 49ers go out and make another sneaky good signing on the defensive line, and that is retaining the work of Jordan Willis. So Jordan Willis had a really great second half of the season for the 49ers. We all know what he was able to do with the 49ers when it came to the divisional game with Green Bay. Was the savior for what he was able to do on special teams as far as being able to get the pump block, as well as setting up, making the moves to be able to set up Ward, I think it was, to get the field goal block. Definitely his special teams play was beyond reproach. I mean, he played very, very well in a short amount of time for the 49ers. But we didn't get a full season of him last year, right? He was suspended for the first half of the season. And I'm just really, really excited about this move. And the reason why, the production for Jordan Willis is actually at an extremely high clip, and not a lot of people know about it. So let's get into that. But first up, gotta give it up to Rohan Chakravarti. What is up, my man? New breaking news for the 49ers. Rohan, hit me up, man. Let's do something this afternoon for sure when you're free. But let's talk about just the stats. So Jordan Willis ended up with 3 sacks last season. And if you look at it, it was over the span of 10 games. So when you look at 10 games, 3 snaps or 3 sacks, doesn't sound like that crazy, right? But when you look deep into the numbers, he actually played 155 snaps on defense, and he ended up with 3 sacks. Khalil Mack played 310, I think, snaps, and he ended up with 6 sacks. So if you double up the amount of snaps that Jordan Willis would have got, he would have been at right around the same numbers as Khalil Mack. Now, I'm not out here trying to put out there that Jordan Willis is going to be just as good as Khalil Mack. That's not what I'm trying to say, because obviously Khalil Mack has proven his worth over, his whole career. But Jordan Willis is a very athletic defensive lineman. He has a great motor, and I just love him on and off the field as far as his personality. And his production is getting better and better, especially under the tutelage of Chris Kosrick, who we've seen be able to take athletes like a Jordan Willis and get them to be very, very productive players. And it's very smart for Jordan Willis as well. This is a team that he feels at home with, and he didn't sign a long-term contract. He signed a 1-year deal. And this 1 year, he should be able to play the full season, barring injury. And he knows that if he could produce like he produced in just a limited play with the 49ers last season, the whole year, he's looking at a big payday next season. And this is where I think the 49ers are going to continue to this is going to continue to be a strength for the 49ers when it comes to the defensive line, because these guys who are on the brink, that have the talent but just haven't been able to have the showcase to go out there and get big contracts, they're seeing guys like DJ Jones go out there and get the bag. They're seeing guys like last year, Kerry Hyder go out there and get the bag. These are guys that before they went to the 49ers, nobody was willing to pay big money to. So these defensive linemen that are, kind of like fringe players, or guys that maybe aren't looked at as players that other teams are going to sign to long-term deals for big money, if they come to the 49ers for 1 or 2 years on, team-friendly deals, they know that they'll be showcased. They know that they'll be coached up by a coach like Chris Kosrick, and they could go out and get big money. And the 49ers, once again, are taking advantage of that and re-signing a guy like Jordan Willis, who I think is going to be a very, very solid piece for the 49ers. And I expect a huge leap year for him as far as his production. Harold Murillo, good morning, everyone, and good morning, my friend. Thank you guys for joining in this early morning for breaking news for the 49ers. It's really exciting every time they make a signing. I'm a fan. I really haven't disliked any signing that they've made. Jordan Willis was somebody that was on my radar. I really, really wanted them to sign him because of his production late in the season and then what he was able to do in the playoffs. Guys like Jordan Willis, Charles Omenihu, both of these guys are two guys that I think with the full season with the 49ers, with their I guess their motor and just their mentality as far as what they're looking to accomplish. These are guys that haven't made it yet, right? They haven't gotten any big contracts. They haven't been those free agents that other teams are just bidding for and fighting for. So these are guys that are hungry to be able to prove to the league what they're capable of. And those are the type of guys that I think Chris Kosurik just does wonders with. Guys that are going to go out there and on other teams may have been like 1 or 2, 3 sack guys. A full season with the 49ers, these are guys that could end up being 6 to 8 sack guys. And I do believe that Jordan Willis has the capability of being an 8 sack guy this season, as long as he's able to play a full season and get the type of reps that that would, give him that opportunity. But I'm pretty excited about this move. What do you guys in the comment section think about Jordan Willis coming back? Obviously, we've seen he could be a game changer. We saw that against Green Bay, which was, he was in my eyes, he was the MVP of that game with the way that he was able to just flip the game on it, 180 with his play on special teams. So we still get that upgrade, that guy that's going to be able to play on special teams and, make those type of plays, which obviously is going to be good with the other additions from that the 49ers made this free agency and special teams. And we also get his production on the defensive line. And, look, I know a lot of people are saying this team got worse because they lost a guy like DJ Jones. And DJ Jones ultimately was a very good player for the 49ers and very staunch in the run game. However, let's be real, man. Nobody was talking about DJ Jones before, he was on the 49ers. And nobody was really talking about him till, his performance in the last few seasons. So I do think that the 49ers can develop another guy. Maybe that won't right away be able to just plug in for DJ Jones, like one player that could do that. But by committee, I think that there's going to be a very, very good chance that we don't see a dip in production, even though DJ Jones is gone. We do still have Javon Kinlaw, even though we haven't really been able to see him play consistently. He still is, a first-round talent that the team invested very highly in. And he's known to be somebody who can plug the run. That's what he's known for. He's big, he's strong. He's able to take on double team, which really, really helps out in the run game. So we're all hoping for Javon Kinlaw to be that dude and come in healthy this season and be able to really just plug in where DJ Jones left off and even maybe upgrade because he has that upside that maybe DJ Jones didn't have. Let's talk about some of this. Harold Murillo, yeah, he's a good signing. I agree with you. What are your thoughts on the DN signing from Philly? I can't remember his name. His name is Hassan Ridgeway. I think it's Ridgeway. Let me double check just before I give you guys bad info. Let me see. Yeah, Hassan Ridgeway. My mentals are right. I'm taking care of my chickens and I'm taking care of my mentals, just like our boy be saying. But Hassan Ridgeway. So Hassan Ridgeway obviously just came from the Eagles. He played for the Eagles the last 3 seasons. Before that, his 3 seasons was with the Colts. My best friend is actually a diehard Eagles fan. So the minute that I saw Hassan Ridgeway got signed by the 49ers, I hit him up and I was like, yo, what do you know about this Hassan Ridgeway guy? What do you think about him? And he had nothing but great things to say. He said, look, this guy was an awesome depth piece for the Eagles. He came in on rotation and played very, very well. He said, you guys got a star. Or not a star. He said, you guys got a really good player. Because he isn't going to necessarily be a starter or anything like that. He is going to be something that is, a depth piece. And especially if we lose a guy like Arden Key, that is a possibility. I think that, a guy like Ridgeway is going to definitely be able to come in and keep that defensive line fresh. And let's be honest, we have the studs in Bosa and Armstead. Uh, Ebicom is coming on. We have Amenahu. We have Willis. Those guys by committee, I think, are going to do a great job on the other side. And then inside, whether it be Kinlaw, whether it be Hurst, whether it be Givens, Ridgeway, I think just by committee, these guys are going to be able to continue to keep the team fresh, that defensive line fresh, and be able to continue to eat. And now that we have, an upgraded secondary, we still got the linebackers as a strength of the team. We still need to figure out who's going to be there opposite of Jimmy Ward as the safety. But this defense, to me, is still a defense that I have very, very high expectations on. And I do think that this defense is going to be very elite based off of the talent, based off of another year with D'Amico Ryans there, and just the pieces that are there, the upgrades that are brought in. Really, really excited. Like I said, the last piece is going to be what they do with the safety position. Are they going to, try to bring back a guy like Tart, who I think would be awesome on a one-year deal, really to just make sure that we have that position solidified, plus be able to go in the draft and get younger at that position, a person that may be able to play right away, or at least, can be groomed behind Tart when Tart goes out next season in free agency. So that would be ideal to me. But this defense is nasty, baby. It's going to continue to be nasty, which is going to help out a lot because on the other side, we are going to have Trey Lance starting. And we're going to talk about the quarterback position.